I'm going to show you through a mobility flow. Let's start by lying down on the ground, legs stretched straight out in front of us. Palms are resting on the ground. We're going to start with a roll up. First, by lifting our head, neck and shoulders, shoulder blades, mid-back, lower back, and then finally our tailbone. In a seated position, make sure our torso is upright and our sit bones are kissing the ground. Let's place our hands on our thighs and then roll and slide your hands all the way to your feet. Micro pause here, then we're going to reverse the movement to lie all the way back down. So slide your hands all the way up your thighs, place your hands back on the ground, and then we're going to roll our torso slowly in the reverse order. So tailbone, lower back, mid-back, shoulder blades, shoulders, neck, and finally your head. We're going to perform every exercise twice. So we're going to repeat our roll up. Lift your head first, neck, shoulders, shoulder blades, mid-back, lower back, and then your tailbone. Stretch your top of the head all the way up to the sky. Place your hands on your thighs and let's slide it all the way down to touch your feet. Let's roll all the way back to the ground. So bring your hands all the way back up your thigh, hands back to the ground, and roll in the reverse order all the way back down to the ground. Let's just sit up one more time so we can transition to our next movement. We're going to be in an all fours position, so swing your legs behind to the back wall and set up in your all fours position. Your hands should be below your shoulders and your knees should be below your hips. From here, we're going to start doing a cat-cow stretch. To perform a cat stretch, let's arch our back, aiming to stretch our middle of our back all the way up to the ceiling. At the top of the arch, make sure you're looking straight through your legs. Pause for 1 to 2 seconds here. And start reversing the stretch into a downwards arch of your back. At the end of your arch, make sure that you are looking up at the ceiling. Let's repeat each stretch one more time. So again, the upwards arch, make sure you're looking through your legs. Pause for 1 to 2 seconds. Then come gradually and steadily to a downwards back arch and look up to the ceiling. Come back to a neutral spine position. And we're going to move to leg lifts. So lift up one of your knees off the ground, straighten your leg and stretch it to the back wall. Pause for 1 to 2 seconds here and bring it down. Let's repeat with the other leg. Bring it gradually up, stop at torso height, and bring it all the way back down to the ground. Let's repeat one more time each side. This time, think about stretching your leg all the way to the back wall and lower. Make sure your hips are not rocking side to side as you lift. Give that leg a little stretch here. Then bring the leg all the way down. We're going to move on to arm bends. So reset your position if you need to. And we're going to bend at the elbows. Shoot the elbows to the back wall. Gaze is to the floor. Bring your torso and face close to the ground. Then push back up with your palms and straighten your arms back up into an all fours position. And let's repeat. Let's come down with a steady pace. Aim for 2 to 3 seconds down. Come to a range that you can handle and push with your palms all the way back up to straight arms. Then we're going to come and move into our hip flexor stretch. So come up to a high kneeling position. Bring one of your legs out front. Now beware that your knees need to be at a 90 and 90 degree angle. So before moving, please ensure that you have legs that are aligned. Then we're going to sway or rock forward and back to upright, opening up our hip flexor of our back leg. Aim to do this 3 or 4 times each side. Let's swap legs. Bring the other leg out front. Make sure you are maintaining your 90 degree angle at the knees. Then we're going to rock forward and back upright. Forward and back upright. We're going to aim for 3 to 4 on this side as well. So from here, see if you can get to a standing position. You may need to tuck your toes of your back foot on the ground and lift yourself up to a standing position. We're going to perform a balancing to end our mobility flow. So let's bring one of our legs behind us slowly and gradually to a height that we can maintain. Bring your arms out to help you balance. If your balance is feeling particularly strong today, let's try and have our hands in prayer position. And let's be here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return back to an upright standing position. Let's try it with the other leg. Bring the other leg behind you slowly and gradually. Bring your arms out to help you balance. Your standing knee is slightly bent to help with the stability. Again, if your balance is particularly strong today, let's have our hands in prayer. We're going to be here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your leg slowly back down to the ground. So those are the exercises that make up our mobility flow. I recommend repeating the mobility flow 2 to 3 times.